Fox Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown. So now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Purdy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 34. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jersey.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 80 yards. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Tannehill and the Dolphins are going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. On first down, it's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also...
And this is taken in at the 5. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Kirkpatrick. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Kirkpatrick. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Up the middle they go. Kirkpatrick. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now a give, right side. Kirkpatrick. And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. From deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from going up by 40. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Purdy now to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Tannehill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On first down, Kirkpatrick. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And now Tannehill and the Dolphins are going to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
The 71 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll run on first down. Kirkpatrick, they juked him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Kirkpatrick, and the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Kirkpatrick.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Kirkpatrick. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Tannehill going to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with